On my hand an Edition Picco S2 HD satellite receiver. So it's available with free delivery directly from freetv.ie, and you have the option of getting it fully pre-programmed with all the UK channels ready to go. So you just plug it directly in. It's a free-to-air satellite, work directly off your traditional Sky dish. So everything's coming off the Astra 2 satellite. So it's the same really with all English language channels in Europe. So this is the outer box that comes in here. We paid a little bit extra to get it specifically coming with a 3-pin plug external power unit. You can see the box itself, it's very petite. Really nice design. Quite nice about it is that it has a little bit of functionality here on the front of it here. So it just means that even if you lose your remote, you can actually come along and fit the channels up and down. There's a USB port on the front. And if we look in the back, we have a satellite input here, a HDMI output. If you have a traditional box, there's a downscaler inside it, which means even the HD channels can be downscaled and shown on the old traditional TVs. And that's just exactly where the power unit goes directly in on it, okay? So Edision themselves, probably our number one supplier by some distance. They're huge both in the German and continental markets. So the quality of their products is extremely good, and they're very innovative. In this Edition are really different than most of the other guys who are out there who are just selling and rebadging Chinese brands. What they're doing is they're actually designing from beginning to end. So really good. So I've always had a very good impression, good dealings with Edition themselves. We've a remote control that's quite neat, but a good range and angle on it. And then very handy on this, we actually have an IR sensor thing on it here. So this is an important point to note. When we come along, we'll say, and we're using on this box here, we have a little IR sensor here. So it means that we can discreetly hide the box, we'll say in a cabin, just run this cable over, and it just means then we can operate the box without physically needing to see it or having it on display. And that can be important for a sort of if you want a neat finish in terms of how you're presenting things. A little user manual that's on it here as well. So what I actually have here in front of us is I have a remote channel set up here. We're defaulting just onto a non-copyrighted channel, so we can list this successfully on YouTube. So what we do, we come along here, and this is the box that's pre-programmed. So if I get the box and it's pre-programmed, the first thing I do is just hit the OK button, and I can just go in here and we just have it listed for all. Or what I could do here is I'll just come over, we can see it's a heavy blue now, we're on that menu, go into favorites, and we'll say if we wanted to go to the BBCs, they're all listed there, so you can see them all listed. I can arrow over and go down through them. Or alternatively, you can just go in, there's a movie section and music section, and we've grouped these, put them all up available, and then there's a religious section which we're in there now, for instance, okay? If I come along and we actually wanted to see the structure of the main menu inside it, what we have here is we have, this is a conditional thing, so this is to do with software upgrades, cards, things, the system itself, setting timers, parental controls, default settings, the channels, organising it. Normally you won't need to do that, or rarely, because we're giving up-to-date channel lists and offering the option of having it programmed. Channels don't change frequency that often. It used to be much more frequent, but the whole situation has stabilised really in recent years. Very rarely the channels, certainly the major ones, do the change frequency. Media player here, so we could put in a USB stick on the front thing here, or a hard drive. It allows us both to record and also to play back, we'll say MKV files, things like that, directly onto it. One interesting point on it here is there's an actual card reader here. So what we could do is, if we had a subscription system, you can actually put your card in here and use it as a subscription on the thing. Probably not widely used in Ireland, a little bit more so in the UK. Far more popular on the continent, where boxes without card readers are very rarely sold. But in Ireland, most things is free to air, simply because all the really good British channels are free on satellite, so the BBC's, the ITV's, Channel 4. So that's basically it. I like this box here, the price point on it's good, the brand is good, and it just sits nicely with our overall range of reliable, low cost, free delivery set-top boxes, all available on freetv.ie.